What's up guys, my name is Scott and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and today I've got us some bulletproof glass and we're going to shoot this bulletproof glass with a Magnum 500. I've got several different Magnum 500 rounds and we're going to see just how much damage we can do to this bulletproof glass. Also, I need to tell you guys that today we're going to be filming on some property that we're normally not on. This property I hunt on, I shoot on, and I have trail cameras out there. Well, I haven't been out there in a while because a few months ago I saw something on my trail camera and, well, I'll be honest, it scared me. See, a lot of people don't know, but in Kentucky we have T-Rexes. Now, I know I sound crazy, but we have T-Rexes. There's not a whole lot of them, but they are out there. And when they find a piece of property that they like, they tend to stay on it and they tend to guard it. Here's some footage off of my trail camera that I caught of this thing. Now you see I'm not crazy. There is a T-Rex out there. I call him the tactical T-Rex because he has an AK-47. I don't know how he has an AK-47 or how he got it, but I do know that he has one and I want to avoid him. The problem is it's so nice out today and I really want to go out there. So we're going to run the risk and we're going to go out there anyways. Hopefully we do not see him. Before we head out, here's a quick look at the gun and the ammunition we're going to use in today's video. The gun we're using today is a Smith and Wesson Performance Center 500 Magnum with a 10.5-inch barrel. All of today's ammunition is Underwood ammo. Starting from left to right, we have a 500 Smith and Wesson Magnum 350 grain jacketed hollow point. The advertised ballistics for this round is a velocity of 1,912 feet per second and 2,842 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. Next, we have a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum 500 grain XTP jacketed flat point. The advertised ballistics for this round is a velocity of 1,425 feet per second and 2,254 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. Next, we have a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum 440 grain lead flat nose hard cast. The advertised ballistics for this round is a velocity of 1,625 feet per second and 2,579 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. Next, we have a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum 700 grain lead flat nose hard cast. The advertised ballistics for this round is a velocity of 1,200 feet per second and 2,238 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. And last, we have a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum 350 grain Xtreme Penetrator. The advertised ballistics for this round is a velocity of 1,850 feet per second and 2,660 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. Alright guys, real quick, I want to give Underwood Ammo a special thanks for providing the ammunition used in today's video. Check them out. There's a link in the description down below that'll take you right to their website. Now let's head out and get started. Alright guys, we've got our bulletproof glass set up. See, this thing is pretty thick. Got our glass at a slight angle. That way, if anything does bounce back, it hits the dirt and does not hit us. Hopefully. This wind sucks. Anyways, first up is the 350 grain hollow point. Alright guys, here's where we hit. Did not make it anywhere near going through it, but we did send some cracks through this thing. And it looks like most of the bullet broke up and hit down here in the dirt. So I'm glad that we put that at an angle. Here's the view from the back. That is pretty cool. Alright, now I'm going to shoot it with the 500 grain flat point. I'm going to shoot about the same area that we just shot. Alright guys, here's our second hit, and that bulletproof glass just ate that 500 grain flat point and sprayed most of the fragments and glass into the dirt. Here's the view from the back of the glass again,
and it's about the same.
All right, now we're going to try out the 440 grain hard cast.
All right, guys, our hard cast hit somewhere in this area. Again, looks like the bullet broke up and hit in the dirt along with the glass. And here is our gas check. Again, here's the view from the back. And this glass is actually starting to bulge a little bit.
All right, it's time for the 700 grain hard cast. Woo, that kicks like a mule.
All right, guys, here's where the 700 grain hard cast hit. Put a little hole in there. Now we have softened the glass with the other bullets, but still, this is where it hit. And here's a piece of our 700 grain hard cast, but I cannot find the rest of the bullet. And again, here's the back of the glass, and it doesn't look like it's changed much since the last time we shot it.
All right, last but not least, we're going to shoot it with the 350 grain Xtreme Penetrator. Oh my gosh. Woo, woo, that's hot. That's hot. That bullet bounced back. I tried to pick it up, but it's way too hot, so I poured water on it. Here it is right here. I'm glad I put that glass at an angle. Otherwise, I'd probably be digging that out of my leg. All right, guys, I got a camera set up behind the glass. I thought it would be pretty cool to see what it looks like to be behind that glass when it gets shot by a Magnum 500. All right, guys, that went pretty well. I was pretty... Alright guys, I would say today went well, but we ran into the tactical T-Rex. Now we did make it out of there safely, so that's a plus. Now I catch him on my trail camera sometimes, but not all the time. So I'm guessing he's got a pretty big area that he roams. So most likely we're not always going to see him, but there is always going to be that chance, so we'll just have to keep our eyes peeled. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to check out Kentucky Ballistics on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Once again, my name is Scott. You're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and I'll see you next time.